Alright, so here we go. 5 minutes, timer start. We're gonna draw Spider-Man and that's a piece of hair from my dog. Alright, let's keep going. So first you gotta draw a circle. We're gonna draw his head sideways. That's the only thing I can do in 5 minutes, I think. We're gonna do this front of his head on the left side and the back of his head on the right. I'm being real sketchy here so that these are my guidelines for what the head is generally shaped like. I'm making a new layer and I'm making it a little bit bigger so that the picture is just bigger, because bigger is better, I think. Anyways, I made it a little bit transparent and now I'm drawing on top of it. So we're gonna go in with some more detailed lines, which is gonna take me longer, but we gotta have a good looking Spider-Man, so that's what we're doing. Also keep in mind that I am drawing him at kind of an angle because, you know, the camera's at kind of an angle, so if I drew it the way I was facing, it would look kind of weird. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is, I started with his brow and then I went all the way along the back of his neck. As you can see, now I'm doing his nose line. I'm kind of making the nose pop out a little bit too much. We'll see if I fix that here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna fix it. I put that straight line. You guys see that straight line? That's to show that the brow connects with I mean, it doesn't connect, but basically your brow should be like the same distance away from your face as your chin. So that's why I put that straight line there. I don't know if that makes sense, but doesn't matter. I'm in a hurry. So we're gonna do his jaw. So the ears should be pretty much at like the center of the face. When you're drawing it from the side, the ear should be at the center. Now you're gonna notice here that I didn't really put it at the center. I kind of made it too far to the right and high, so later you're going to see that I move it a little bit. Now I'm doing the neck, which is pretty easy. You just, draw the curvy neckline there. I'm not doing his chest and stuff, so that looks normal for now. Now we're going to do his eye, pretty easy. Basically, you guys could probably tell it's just like, it's kind of like a letter D, but cool. So just draw the letter D, but cool. And that's how you draw Spider-Man's eye. And then you're doing the little like lens pieces, which, you just go along the same lines that you made. And make sure it's big too. Like his eyes gotta be big, because I see a lot of kids sometimes when they draw Spider-Man, they make it either too big or too high or too low or too small. The perfect way to do it, try to keep it close to the front of his face. Like you see that distance I got, that it's close to like where what do you call that? Where like the brow meets the nose, that middle area. It's pretty close to that. So try to keep it close to that and just get a reasonable size. Try to think about if you were wearing this mask, where would the eyepiece be? Like, so if you're drawing it too small, then like, bro, if I was wearing this, I would not be able to see through this, or maybe it's in a weird spot. Anyways, as you can see, I'm fixing the jaw and the ear now. I'm making it more centered so it looks more normal. Then you're going to see that I fixed the back of the head because it looks kind of weird. He looks like a dinosaur. Probably doesn't, but I don't know, my brain is weird and thinks he's a dinosaur. So I'm going to move it over slightly, like that. So in reality, the back of your head is not really shaped like the way I did it. It's kind of stylized the way I did it here. Looks more like a shot from like a comic book, like if he's talking, but whatever. I'm gonna do some shade real quick here. I didn't realize that the pencil that I chose to do this drawing kind of sucked at shading, so don't mind that. It's just little thing. I realized that I was running out of time and I did the webs real quick here. So I mean, there's a certain way to there's a bunch of different ways you can do the webs, in all honesty. Just make sure that they all come from that center point, which is that area in between the nose and the brow. And then you're just gonna do a bunch of like letter U's, like really flattened letter U's, to connect all of the strands. So that's what I did here, and I'm going like super fast, so it's not coming out perfect, but just so you guys get the idea. in case you decide to draw Spider-Man in 5 minutes and you're just like, oh, I did it. You know, it doesn't look cool, but I mean, it looks pretty damn cool, but it's not gonna look very clean. I'm very messy when I draw, but yeah, the timer went off and that is it. So don't forget to do all that cool stuff that you guys do. If you like, if you don't like it, dislike, I don't care. I mean, technically I do, but that's not the point. The point is, I did it in 5 minutes. So thank you guys for watching.